Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I wanted to share with you guys some books I DNF, did not finish. Doesn't mean they're not a good book. I'm just going to share with you why I didn't finish them. Let's get right into it. One thing to let you guys know, because I'm doing this channel, I feel like I kind of want to make sure I keep up with my reading. And I do read a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, and then if I'm waiting for things here or there. And then some of the books are audiobooks, so if I'm doing stuff like on the computer, I can have that playing in the background. So that's a lot what I do. So if I come upon a book that's not grabbing me within the first 100, for whatever reason, I just don't finish it. It doesn't mean it's not a good book, because several of these books, a lot of people rated really high. And I know it shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks, but sometimes I kind of wonder about myself. When you have a book or a movie, and tell me if you guys have examples of this in your life, where someone's like, oh, you got to go see that movie, oh, you got to read that book, and everyone and their dog loves that book or movie. I mean, everybody raves about it. And then you read or you watch it and you're like, why can I not get into this? Everybody loves it. Maybe you build up the anticipation. Well, one book, and this author that I'm about to tell you is very popular. I mean, everybody loves her. She writes really good books. She wrote like The Fourth Wing. I don't know if you've heard of that. Her name is Rebecca Yarros. She writes very well. But I think it's because this book was really sad. I just had a hard time getting into it. It was called The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. And I'll just tell you kind of what it is about. And tell me if you've read any of Rebecca Yarros' books. Basically, it's about two people, someone in the military and a young lady who's a single mom who write letters back and forth. The reason, and it sounds like it'd be really interesting, but it ended up being really kind of sad. And there were several people that ended up not making it, if that makes sense. And also her daughter ends up falling ill. And so it was just kind of, I just think it was too sad for me. And it was kind of depressing. So I didn't finish it. So that was The Last Letter. Another one you guys recommended, and I think I just didn't understand what was going on in the book. But it's highly rated, and so that's why I'm telling you these books, guys, because I'd love for you to read some of them, because you guys might love them. Just because I like a book doesn't mean you're going to like it, and just because I didn't finish a book, it might be one of your favorites. So never, I just give you ideas, but you guys have to pick what works for you. It's called One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris, and basically it was kind of interesting, but I kind of didn't understand what was happening in the book. Basically, it's about a young lady. She's a single mom, but she became a single mom by something that happened to her. I'll just say that because I got to be careful of my words. And anyway, and it's a story about that. That's all I'll say for that. But it's supposed to be rated really good, but for whatever reason, I kind of missed my way and it didn't keep my interest for whatever reason. Okay. Now, another one, and this is a very popular author, and this book was like, gosh, I'm trying to think, 700 and some pages. When I see a little love book story or rom-com that's 700 and some pages, I'm like, why is this book that long? Or maybe it was up to, all I know is it was way longer than 500 pages. It was called Book Lovers, okay? And it just did not keep my interest. This girl, her life is books. And she is kind of a cutthroat literary agent, okay? And so it's kind of her story of that. She meets a guy and so on. For whatever reason, it just did not keep my interest. There are several others here. Another one I didn't finish that was rated good was My Darling Girl. It's supposed to be a horror kind of book. That's all I'll say. I didn't understand what was going on in the book. That's the whole thing. A lot of these things I either get bored or I don't understand, okay? And so these are just few. I'm just going to name one more and then that's it. Another one is The Mother Next Door. I got it, started getting into it, but I didn't understand. It was supposed to be about this mother, and she lives in a neighborhood, and all the mothers and people have secrets in the neighborhood. It sounds like it'd be interesting, but it's the annual Halloween block party. Sounds fun so far. But then there's a mystery to solve, things like that. So a quiet neighborhood, secrets to hide. That's all I can tell you. But for whatever reason, these did not carry my interest. I'd like to know from you guys, are there any books that you DNF'd this month? And any of the books that I mentioned, have you read any of them? And I'd love to know, because there's some of these books you guys might love. So tomorrow, I'm going to let you know what my most anticipated reads are. So come back tomorrow for a brief video. I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you for supporting the channel and writing comments. I read all of them. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Bye.